Round two is well underway in the Sports News Analysis 7-round NFL mock draft. We're at pick 11 here of the second round. You'll notice a lot of teams with needs on both the defensive and offensive lines in this cluster of picks, as well as some needs at some premium, positions in the secondary. Really a key for a lot of these teams here from 11 through 20. And let's get to it. With pick 11, the Giants hold this pick. Timmy Jernigan, the defensive tackle from Florida State, I think is the pick here. And the reason why, look, I think Linval Joseph is going to move on via free agency. It's going to leave them with a gaping hole there at D tackle. Timmy Jernigan, my best player on the board, goes to the Giants at pick 11. Pick 12 belongs to the Rams. I had the Rams addressing some needs on defense in the first round. I think they flip to offense, and most notably offensive tackle, and take Antonio Richardson, the tackle from Tennessee. I think he's a good scheme fit there in St. Louis. Even if they sign Roger Saffold, look for the Rams to take a tackle early in this draft. Richardson from Tennessee. Pick 13 belongs to the Lions, and I think the Lions, along with some needs, at the receiver spot, which I had them addressing in the first round, they definitely have needs in the secondary. And safety and Deone Bucannon falls nice to them here at pick 13. They have to replace Louis Delmas, and I think they do it with Bucannon, the safety from Washington State. Pick 14 belongs to the Steelers. And look, I think Steve McClendon stays at defensive end. And thus, I think there's a big hole there at nose tackle for the Steelers. They can get the best nose tackle in this draft in Louis Nix III, which I think they'll jump on here. Louis Nix, as a guy that's only fell this far because there's no teams with glaring needs, at the nose tackle position. But the Steelers have one. I think it's a nice fit. Louis Nix III to the Steelers. Pick 15 and the Cowboys. I had the Cowboys addressing a defensive end in the first round with Coney Ely. I think they stay on the defensive line and address their tackle situation with Will Sutton, the defensive tackle from Arizona State. I think he's an especially good fit in the Tampa 2 scheme that Monty Kiffin will be back running next year, and in the 4-3 overall. Will Sutton from Arizona State. Pick 16 belongs to the Ravens, and I think what a lot of things, something no one's really, or I don't really hear many people talking about regarding the Ravens is they could very well have Arthur Jones move on, one of the best 3-4 defensive ends in the NFL. He's a free agent. If they end up with a hole there, which I think they will, Stephon Tuitt, the DE from Notre Dame, again, falls to them nicely here. I have him as the second best 3-4 defensive end in this class. I had Rashid Hageman going a little bit earlier, but again, I think this is good where a scheme fit matches my best player on the board in Tuitt. The Ravens, who always tend to pick the best player available, get them here in Stephon Tuitt, the defensive end from Notre Dame. Pick 17 belongs to the Jets, and I know they had the Jets going Eric Ebron in the first round, but they even need more reinforcement of quality skill position players. Jarvis Landry, the wide receiver from LSU, who people have, creeping up their draft boards. It seems like every day there's positive news regarding Jarvis Landry. I think he's a nice fit here for the Jets, who again, they just need quality players. Landry's not afraid to get his nose dirty in the run block game, which is important for the Jets in the scheme they run as well. Jarvis Landry, the wide receiver from LSU, to the Jets. Pick 18, the Dolphins. The Dolphins need a host of offensive line help. You could make an argument the Dolphins need, 2 tackles and 2 guards in this draft. The best guard available to me here is Gabe Jackson, the guard from Mississippi State. I think he'd be a solid fit there with Incognito, obviously a non-issue there now, and John Jerry, presumably as well. Gabe Jackson would be a nice fit there at pick 18 in the second round. Pick 19 belongs to the Bears, and yes, the Bears have some serious needs at the safety position. I don't see a safety worth taking at this spot, but I do see a cornerback. They re-signed Tim Jennings. They need a cornerback to go opposite him. Marcus Roberson, the cornerback from Florida. Many expect him to go a little bit earlier than this. He's my best player left on my board here at pick 19 in a need position, especially when you're going against the Packers and the Lions, 4 times a year. Marcus Roberson, the cornerback from Florida. And lastly for this video, guys, the Arizona Cardinals had them addressing the outside linebacker spot in the first round. I think they go offensive tackle. Again, a team that you can make a case needs 2 offensive tackles. Jack Mewhort, the tackle from Ohio State, is here. He's a solid guy, probably more of a right tackle guy, but a guy that could be a solid starter okay, and come in right away and play. And I think those are the kind of guys that Keim and obviously Arians are looking for. I think they're in a little bit of a win-now mode, and I think Mewhort would fit that philosophy perfectly. Guys, those are picks 11 through 20 of the second round. I'll be coming at you very soon here with the end of the second round. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, guys. I do these NFL draft videos. I do a lot of NFL videos as a whole here on my channel. Thanks as always for listening. Let me know what you think of the draft so far, and have a great day.